It's on.
Okay.
Okay. It's the audience. And here's
Speaker.
the
Okay.
speaker. And here's the other audience.
The other audience.
Okay.
She doing it right, bud.
Except he's being creepy.
Alright. Ready?
Ready?
My name is Blake Landers. I may or may not be an alcoholic. I also may or may not be a good speaker. This is my fourth semester at Oklahoma City Community College, from which I live about half an hour away. My major is computer programming, but I also briefly pursued becoming a history teacher. My ultimate goal as a programmer is to have skills to rival Harold Finch off of the TV show Person of Interest. When I'm not watching Person of Interest, I enjoy reading and playing time-consuming strategy games like Civilization V and Monopoly. I also like learning languages, hence programming. I also know a lot of German. I'm not fluent, but if I were to find myself teleported to Germany, I think I would know enough to get by. I took German 1 and German 2 in school. I had a small class where we were able to learn a lot and have a lot of fun at the same time. For someone my age, I think I've traveled rather a lot. I've been to 17 states, most of which more than once, and I've left the United States twice. Some of my favorite places I've been are Arches National Park, Yellowstone National Park, and Sequoia National Park. In Arches, there's a lot of beautiful desert scenery you get to walk through to see the arches. My favorite arch is Sand Dune Arch. Words nor pictures can do it any sort of justice. Yellowstone's a remarkable place. There are tons of wildlife like buffalo and amazing geological features like geysers and hot springs that make this place truly incredible. Sequoia is unlike any other place I've been. The trees there are gigantic. It's indescribable the feeling you get when you walk amongst those ancient, enormous trees. As I mentioned earlier, this is my fourth semester at OCCC. An interesting fact about me is that 2 of those semesters were completed when I was still attending high school. And because I was still attending high school at the same while attending college, the maximum number of classes I had to take there was 3. On my personality, I'm an extremely private person and usually don't offer up anything about myself. I also have an incredibly dry sense of humor and use sarcasm and satire abundantly. I don't like vulgar humor or slapstick humor, which is humor where you conk someone over the head and it's supposed to be funny. I do like deep, witty humor, which can be used to make you laugh and also occasionally prove a point. My favorite genres for TV shows and movies are sci-fi and crime. Perhaps my favorite show of all time is Doctor Who. It combines all of my loves: history, science, and travel. The Stargate shows like Stargate Atlantis and Stargate SG-1 run a close second, but the show Sanctuary also is incredibly high on the list. I also like the occasional medical show like House or MASH. Movies, however, I find very hard to judge because there's usually only one of them, but there are a few that do stand out in my eyes, at least. Jurassic Park, The Lost World, and Tremors. What kind of books do I like? I find myself drawn to books that have a deep meaning, like George Orwell's 1984 and Suzanne Collins' Hunger Games trilogy. I also like stories of survival, like Jules Verne's Mysterious Island and Johann Weiss's Swiss Family Robinson. With all of that, I think that ought to give me a good introduction. Thank you. Okay.